Good afternoon, everybody. This is our walkthrough video for the week of April 12th through April 16th. And also wanting to let you guys know, our school is starting some SBAC testing this week, and I think on Tuesday, those of you that have gone ahead and opted to take the SBAC, we'll be doing that on Tuesday. So, but our live meets and stuff will still remain the same for our friends that are still distance learning. It'll be either me or Miss McCullough, but we'll work it out. So we're going to have to be a little flexible this week, I think. I'm at the Reese website, of course, here, and I'm going to scroll on down to Clever, which is how we like to log on. Logging in with Google, of course. Okay, that's Chelsea. I'm going to log in as me. And slowly but surely, it'll come up. Here we are. This is Wilson's page. So this is our page. Again, I like for the kids to go to my page just because I have everything in there that they could possibly need. Here's the button, of course, to Canvas. And then here are all these reading resources. Freckle is new from the district, and they can go on that as well. I do like, and I tell them this all the time, I do like for them to do their 10 minutes on Smarty Ants a day. And then down here, their 10 minutes here on iReady Math every day. They could do extra math if they like. That's Math Fluency. The Map Accelerator, which is provided by Khan Academy, is also a good website for some extra math practice. Boom cards, of course, are up for them. They're kind of interactive activities. I think I have math and kind of phonics and reading skills on there. So we're going to log into Canvas. Ooh, I probably need to take down the Easter. Find a spring picture. I didn't think about that. I will do that. Oh, here's all kinds of notes. But we're going to go to published courses. I'll read that message later. And here we are to Miss Wilson's class. I still have Happy Easter, so I will go change that to spring. And then here's our icon for our Google Classroom, of course. But I'm actually going to jump. This is my page, so I'm going to jump on over here to Chelsea's classes so we can see it like from the student view instead of teacher view. This is that book that I read to them on Friday. So it's a book actually is in Mayan as well. I read it out loud, but here's a read aloud of it that you can listen to again. And then there's an AR quiz that goes along with it as well. Classwork is where we're going to go. And slowly but surely it is loading, or thinking about loading, maybe. So friendship groups, as I said, that was like the only thing to really change with our schedule, going now to where we have friends that are in-person learning 5 days a week. Friendship groups, I did have to move to the morning, and I am so sorry about that, but that's the only way I could kind of work it in and kind of keep our other meet times the same. Reading is still at 9:30 to 10, and then after that is our small reading groups, and then our independent work. So reading all the small groups, reading small group, math small group will still be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And I'm going to keep Wednesday like we had it just to make it easier. And I'll pull some students for some one-on-one from distance education during that time. So reading independent work this week. Again, log into Clever, Smarty Ants, 10 minutes. There is Moby Max in there and Boom cards as well. There's a brain break. And then our worksheets for this week, Monday through Friday, are listed. There's a link to Clever. There's a couple games, out of sight words, the alphabet's rhyming, which is kind of fun, I think. I kept up the Easter library just because it's so cute. I will have up just a spring library next week. And so then again, here's our different passages. We have a comprehension passage. Complete the sentence. We have a passage kind of talking again about main idea. And then Friday, we're going to read a book together and just kind of talk about that. So our comprehension is, that's rainy day. And again, so we'll read this as a class, and then we have those WH questions to answer. What kind of a day is it? Who is the main character? What color? Or Beth's rain boots, and then what did she do in the rain? So it's kind of working on those WH questions. Main idea, of course, what the passage is mostly about. We'll read that, write the main idea, and then we'll check a detail that actually supports the main idea. This one we will go over as a class as well. Of course, this is like, we've got words here in a word bank. And what I'm going to teach the kids how to do is use an online kind of visual dictionary as well, where if they're not sure what a word means, we can type it in to actually learn the meaning of a new word, or for words they're unfamiliar with. Although I think they probably know what all these words mean when we sound them out, but I'm going to show them what kind of that online picture dictionary looks like as well. So we'll do that this week. And then blends, more blends, beginning blends. These you actually just type into the box. They have examples of the blends down here at the bottom. BR, SW, BL, ST, CH, PL, GR. So we'll go over this as a class as well. So that is reading this week. Resets lunchtime. Writing. Writing is right before specials. We have a little bit extra time in our reading independent work, and that's kind of where I tied in some writing independent work, although they could actually do this during our writing time as well. Monday, Tuesday, we're going to still be working on a narrative. We have another picture prompt. It's got a word bank, and we're going to try to create kind of a simple narrative that has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Wednesday, we're going to learn some more about what action verbs are, kind of talk more about what a noun is and then what a verb is, especially a verb in relation to a noun. Verbs tell us what the noun is doing. Thursday, I just have kind of a fun opinion prompt about the favorite song. I just thought that would be kind of a fun one to do. And then Friday is another opinion prompt. It's whether you like to paint or play with Play-Doh better. So that is writing this week. I'm going to hit here, it says view more. That's where you get the rest of the week. There's our specials, our math meet, math groups, independent work. And again, we are going to do very similar to what we've been doing. Monday, we're going to practice some more addition with regrouping, and our class is getting so good at this. I'm so proud of you. I have 2-digit. I'm actually thinking maybe next week I might throw in 3-digit addition with regrouping. We will see how that goes. Tuesday, some subtraction practice. Wednesday, we're going to work on some subtraction word problems, just kind of identifying the numbers that we need to actually solve the word problem. And then those key words that we're looking for that actually tell us what operation we need to use. Now, I know these are already all subtraction, but we're still going to go over what that key vocabulary is that lets you know that you're subtracting. Thursday, we're going to take a look at some 3D shapes, kind of comparing them to their 2D shapes. And then Friday, we're going to practice our multiplying by 2 again, which the kids are getting really good at. And probably as we go on, we'll just keep learning a little bit more about different multiplication. We'll do the multiplication, our ones tables, probably teach them the zeros. And then hopefully by the end of the year, we can just keep building on the times tables. Not in order, to be honest with you. We'll do the twos because we've been working so much on doubles, facts, and repeated addition with like that. Then we'll probably, like I said, do zeros or ones. And then we're going to go on to the numbers that they do know how to skip count by, like 5s and 10s. Because I'll be honest, like 3s and 4s get a little hard. I think the times tables like 6 and 7, 8 and 9, those are really hard as well. So we're going to go with what we know first as far as multiplication goes. Here it is. The addition with regrouping. Again, this is a little bit different. And there's another little rhyme. So I know I've used another poster, but here's another little one that shows us kind of what we're doing. Oops. When we add with regrouping, put your 10s up high and your 1s down low, and then add them all together and you're ready to go. And it shows the same thing. If the 8 or the 5 plus the 8 they're showing you down here is 13, you put that 3 that's already in the ones place in the ones place. That 1 that is in the tens place goes up here. And now we're adding 3 one-digit numbers, which we are so good at. So then you have right down here, they're showing you the 1 plus the 4 plus the 1, which is 6. And then here are the problems to do. I've already actually carried the 1 for them just to make it easier. Solve in your ones place first and then in your tens place. So 6 plus 6, they should know this, it's a doubles fact. 6 plus 6 is 12. We know that song. The 2 goes there. I've already carried the 1. So now we've got 1 plus 2 plus 3. Ah, I see something. 1 plus 2 is 3. And now I have a doubles fact of 3 plus 3, which is 6. So that's that worksheet. I think they'll do very well on it. Our subtraction is here. And this is subtraction without regrouping. Just some extra practice with it. Subtracting from our ones place first and then subtracting from our tens place. With this, they can draw out the dots and then cross out the number that they are taking away. Or it's also very easy to use your fingers with this. So on number 1, I might tell them to put up 4 fingers, put 1 finger down because we're subtracting 1 or taking away 1, and they can count the number of fingers they have left, which is 3. On this side, you're going to put up 3 fingers. We're subtracting or taking away 2, put down 2 fingers, and you have 1 finger left. So then it also helps if they read the whole equation as a number sentence. So you would say 34 minus 21 is equal or equals 13. And we do that in class as well, just so they get used to actually using that mathematical vocabulary. All right, word problems are here. There are just 4 of them, and we will go over this as a class. Again, kind of noting, in class, I'll actually box the numbers and kind of underline keywords so that they can see them. And then you write the equation here, and then we'll write the answer again here. And reminding them, of course, with word problems that you actually have to label the answer. In this case, it's degrees. So it wouldn't just be what the answer is, but it'd be blank degrees, right? And this is money. This is episodes. So you actually do have to label the answer in a word problem. Then the shapes, I have a poster on the first page, kind of going over 2D shapes, 3D shapes. I have a video for us to watch, which I thought was kind of cute. And then we're just going to kind of look at this. You have a field of 4 choices here. So what is this shape? Is it a sphere, a cube, a pyramid, or a cylinder? Well, we can go up here if you're not sure and take a look. Here's the cube. And a cube is a square that takes up space and shape and has dimension. So in this case, back to here, you just take one of the boxes and put it over here to the correct answer, like that. So it's a click and drag. I probably should have written that in there, that it's click and drag, but I'll tell the class about it. So that is that. And then this is very similar to what we did. This one actually is kind of drawing out the repeated addition as well. I did not add, I should have added it, but I'll bring it up for the kids to see if they still need it, the doubles facts, or maybe I'll have us write it out as a class before we sit down and work on this worksheet. 2 times 1 is like 1 plus 1, 2 times 2 is like 2 plus 2, 2 times 3 is 3 plus 3. So we will go over this as a class. I'm pretty confident that they understand it, but we will go over it again, just to check. And that is our math for the week. Yay! And we do have that kind of neat, the 2 times table song that we'll listen to again. For science, we're just going to keep working kind of on clouds and then tie that in a little bit to how the water cycle kind of works and forms the clouds. Monday, we had a video. Joshua had found a video for us that we didn't have time to play. So we will watch that on Monday, talk about it. Tuesday, I've got a PsyKids video. They seem to like PsyKids about the water cycle and talks about how they become the clouds. Wednesday, I've got another video and talking about those 3 states of water. Thursday, I've got a worksheet here. So here's like the PsyKids. There's the 3 states of water video. And then this is the worksheet that we're going to be working on. It has a poster that talks about the water cycle like this. And then on this one, I know it's not the best. I was having a hard time finding a worksheet that I could convert to, a Google slide for the class. And we're going to click and drag and put these in the proper places for the water cycle, how it kind of goes like this. So, and we'll read through it. And again, this is kind of the same thing. So that is the worksheet we'll do. And then on Friday, we kind of have, since it's like talking about it, like 3 things we learned and a question that I still have. And that's kind of nice to see. And it's always surprising what the kids remember what they learned. And then kind of helps me out. Questions that they still have, maybe something else that we can explore like the next week in science. Here are some experiments too. I put them in here if you guys wanted to try. This looks so neat, and I do not have the type of flask. I don't even know what type of flask it is. It's kind of the normal type of a flask, wider at the bottom and narrow at the top. That's what they're suggesting. And I get this particular one kind of makes a cloud form in the bottle. So that's one way to make like a water cycle model. Then they've given you another one here, kind of like to making rain. So there's one experiment. If you guys want it, I put it in there. This is kind of like what we're going to do. I'm going to do this in class on Friday. this is making a rain cloud in a jar experiment, and that's what I'm going to try to do in class to show all the kids exactly what it is, and hope that that the kids will be able to see it. So I am going to try to do that in class, but I have the PDF here if you guys wanted to try it at home, kind of what you need to do it. I think what I'll do too is I had found a really neat video, a walkthrough video on it, and it's a YouTube video, and I'll post that here as well so that everyone can actually see it. So if you didn't really get a good chance of seeing it in class on Friday, that you can go back and watch the video on your own, or watch it over again if you wanted to. But that's our week. Again, on Tuesday, we are going to start a little bit of SBAC testing. Again, I just ask for your patience and understanding and a little bit of flexibility. I'm not quite sure how it's going to look for our class. We have some friends that opted to take it, some friends that have opted not to take it, which is perfectly fine. But we will work it out this week. So please feel free, message me on Blooms, email me, text me, call. If you need to get a hold of me, no worries. Me or Miss Mikala, we're always happy to help any way we can. I hope you've had a great weekend, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in the morning. Bye for now.